Hello and welcome to the Summer 2025 WaltonWare Tournament. I'm Die Forever, and with me I have the Astropath.
Hello.
Today we've got a race between Bergamarth and MQDuck. We've got Bergamarth on the left and MQDuck on the right.
This is our second match in the tournament, so once this one's done, we'll have our players ready for the final round.
Yeah, so make sure to watch that first match as well between myself, Die Forever, and Kraken.
All right, so this tournament is a 1-hour WaltonWare tournament, which means players are playing the WaltonWare game mode for 1 hour and seeing who can complete the most loops. What does that mean? WaltonWare is a game mode where you start at a random point in the game and you're given a bingo board presenting you with goals to complete within the maps of the current mission.
To FEMA should be finalized
Once you complete a single line on that bingo board, be it horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, you win the game, and you are then brought to a new location somewhere in the game.
Most certainly.
And you're ready to go all over again. You've got a new board, and just keep going. Once you've hit the 1 hour mark, we see how many loops you've completed, and whoever has completed the most is the winner.
Let it spill over into the schools and
yeah, and every time you complete a loop, the difficulty does increase.
In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around.
Another thing to note is that we'll be using in-game time for the race as the previous race, so loading times don't count and cutscenes don't count, and you might see the videos synchronize a bit. They'll speed up or slow down during loading screens to keep everything in sync.
May not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates.
So here we have Bergamarth's intro is slowed down because we didn't watch the whole thing. So we're going to keep them in sync here, and they'll start at the same time.
Ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider. But the world left.
Oh, nice! We got a basketball Statue of Liberty.
We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO.
Some sort of bad thing happened in Paris there too. And just blood and a single dead UNATCO troop.
Yeah, we see sometimes the one grenade in the intro gets changed into a lamb, and then it just kills everyone. Here's this guy. There's a tiny guy with a big assault shotgun.
But I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will.
I think Bergamarth's intro is literally at 6% speed right now.
Primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon that city will be a reality.
President Mead just breaking the fourth wall there.
He is looking straight into the
camera hard.
Staring into our souls.
And
all right,
we're
here
off.
We go.
Both players getting
a Paris Metro start.
Yeah, so this is after the cathedral. So, actually, is that true? I don't think that's true. Is it?
Yeah, this is after cathedral. Yeah, because you can go straight to Everett's.
Right. We're so confident in our in our knowledge of this. Yeah, so this is post cathedral. So you can go straight to Everett's. As just discussed, so let's have a look at our bingo boards and see what players might be contemplating doing. You can see Bergamarth are already just like scoped out this water fountain. It's just dying to see if there's something that you can do with that. Stay dehydrated is in the top right corner, so he's just going for that.
Okay, so wasn't there a merchant here? Did we just pass a merchant?
I didn't notice him. Oh, there he is.
Here we go.
I guess you were right, but we didn't pass him. So he's just getting some big value here. So that middle row, knocking out a commando kind of sucks. Actually, I was gonna say they're certainly around, but probably not something you'd want to do. The top row doesn't look too bad.
He doesn't seem to have
either.
any non-lethal weapons.
Top row, you just need to pop into Cathedral and do some things there after. Well, maybe killing Toby Atanwe first would make sense. But
True.
The other two wouldn't be too bad, and you'd just be done as soon as you find the adept. Probably would be. Finding the one in black would be a bit tricky, but
if he gets lucky and finds a repair bot, that right column is easy.
That's true.
He
Yeah.
might
Oh, yeah,
actually break the display case just in case he finds a repair bot.
it would absolutely be worth doing that first. Yeah.
MQDuck looks like he
Ogbot.
wants to break this commercial bot.
Okay, so
He's gonna lam
he's
it.
thinking.
The terrorist
I would assume
The police doesn't like that.
that maybe the diagonal is he looking for? The diagonal or
you travel at
It
your
could
own
be
risk
row
tonight,
2.
monsieur.
Right?
I mean, it's row 2, column 2, or the diagonal. Killing Toby. Yeah, I assume he's going down here to. He could be going down here to swim in Everett's aquarium as well. The
Yeah, it doesn't look like he wants to do the column.
I guess never mind. He has ballistic armor on him, so yeah, that's a freebie. Oh, that's a Secret Service guy. That was a little surprise.
Yeah, we don't
there.
see them too often.
No, they're very low odds. So yeah, I guess he's doing.
And they're
row
only
2
with
for
police.
sure. Yeah.
There aren't too many police in the game, so you don't usually see them.
So he just needs to find a way to remove a limb. Jumping on the tracks would be a good way to do that, but
That's true, but he
Maybe
wants to
he's
do
got-
that after he does other stuff.
yeah, that's true. That's a good point. So I wonder. I guess he's got lambs, so that'd probably be not too bad way to do that.
Mhm.
So he's off to Everett. Meanwhile, Bergamarth's heading into Cathedral.
He did get Chank Darts, so he's trying to do this knockout
Yeah.
MJ12 commando
Interesting.
goal here.
Okay, so he's applied the poison and he's maybe hoping he's got one trank dart left. So, oh, there's a lot of guys here.
Yeah.
It's maybe a bit
some
worse
friendly fire
than
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might have to retry this.
I think it's probably possible, but with this swarm, it's gonna be a little rough. He's committing
Well, he
his last
shoots
dart.
his last dart.
Meanwhile, Duck's drinking some wine and making his way around Everett's place.
Oh, Bergamarth just found a baton on that guy.
Interesting. So, yet another way to knock out a commando, but he is also in very rough shape here. Oh,
Okay,
and
but if he
that's
loads
a
back, he
grenade.
can find that same trooper and get the baton again.
That's true. Yeah,
I think he's doing that.
that does appear to be the case. Yeah.
Did any?
There's the baton.
I'd be a little curious to see if there was another commando back the other direction, like back towards the start.
Oh yeah,
of the map.
maybe.
That would have
happens
been
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been an easier option to not.
Look at that
not rock
Master
quite a
low-tech.
crack, but
The Master
Yeah.
low-tech is 215%. So this
That-
might work.
that might make this easier. Yeah.
If you can't get through one of
MQDuck finds a lamb.
I don't know
if
how
he just-
strong this
Duck's just
baton
doing
even
some
is.
looting here.
Yeah, looks
Yeah, I
that
didn't
way.
actually see how strong the baton was.
can't get through one of the
Okay, if you can get the knock, the stealth.
He hit him
hit.
too low.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit him too low for it.
MJ12 has the cathedral locked down. If you can't
You really got to aim like above the belt line.
There we go.
Okay.
One and done.
That does it. You got a nice
Got
Henry
ourselves-
Stoff quote.
Yeah, of course you'd call it out. And in the process, he lost his whatever was in slot 1 there. And we've got a jail start, MJ12 jail, which I guess we could see that on Duck's side there. He's got the little display for what the next map is on his
Yeah,
overlay.
if you put a % next map in your splits file for like the title or the subtitle or something, then you can see it like that.
All right, so what is he gonna try and do here? So, looking at these lines, this is not a.
I'm not seeing anything quick.
No, I was looking at that far right column 5. Open the Karkian cage, signs us for nerds, chug water, and destroy a walking security bot.
Okay, he has lambs.
He's got lambs, so you could get the security bot. Water. Is there a water fountain down here? I don't think there is. I think you have to get up.
You
to
got to go up
HQ.
to Echo. But I think
But
all of these lines require that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Science is for Nerds, there's lots of scientists around, and then the Karkin cage, you kind of have to dive deep into the other side of the map, but it's possible. Duck has finished his first line. He just blew
he
himself
used a
up,
lamp
I think.
to he used a lamp to do it, which is pretty funny. When you win WaltonWare, it makes you invincible, so once you complete it, I mean, even if you do die while you complete it, you can still move on. We actually saw that in the previous race. If you guys go back and watch that video. I think one of the players died while completing a bingo line.
Rip Miguel. He's a good man.
Yeah, you gotta do it for the bingo. Ooh, binoculars. Binoculars can be useful. There's quite a few bingo goals that require binoculars or a scope of some kind.
Yeah, I don't... Oh, and in fact, even this mission, we've got Watchdogs and Who Watches the Watchers on the left side. And given that he has a sniper rifle, he actually can complete Who Watches the Watchers by looking at the dropping the binoculars and looking at them through the scope. So with that, you know, if he just wanted to gun it out of this map, the left column wouldn't be too bad. You just need to get out of here, kill Manderley, and then grab
left column or the birds.
The birds are right out front of the HQ doors, so
yeah.
You know,
I mean, I feel like that's slower than some of the other lines, though, isn't it? Because you got to go through all three maps.
But it's easy, theoretically. I guess Anna's alive, so that does make that proposition a bit.
Yeah,
a bit more
I feel like
difficult.
bottom row. Actually, I feel like bottom row and right column would be faster.
That's true.
Either one of
Bottom
those.
row would be somewhat easier.
Yeah. If he finds a rebreather, then that column 4 could be easy, or relatively easy.
That's true. Yeah, and there is a rebreather in HQ, so I mean, as you're poking around, yeah, you might find it before getting to Manderley's office. Duck has looked at himself in the mirror, so he's at least made some progress on either the middle column or the fourth row. Actually, fourth row wouldn't be too bad either, because Miguel.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
obviously, the urinal and water are up in HQ.
Yeah, there's no urinal in this map.
No.
So,
Yeah, so you'd have to.
So
you'd
pretty
have to
much
go up
every
HQ,
line.
but, like, whatever.
Yeah, I think every line requires going to HQ. We saw Bergamarth had some trouble using lambs on that military bot. I guess it's a weak lamb seed. But
that's.
I do wonder if
unfortunate.
upgrading demolition skill could have helped there. He used a law instead.
That'll do the trick.
Yeah, law always works. Okay, what's MQDuck doing here? Going straight to command. Command center.
Yeah, I guess what's he trying to do here? Is he looking for Paul via the security
He might
computer
want to use
there,
that computer.
or- Yeah.
There's a lot
Trying
of
to see
guys
if
swarming
there's-
here, though.
If there's a particular reason you'd go in there or not, but I don't think there is. So yeah, probably just to either use
Scouting
the
for
computer
Paul.
or yeah.
Okay, he's gonna try it again. Bergamarth's going past command center.
He might just be clearing this area out so he doesn't have to deal with these guys later on the way, but
Or you might want to see if he can hack the keypad to move out.
yeah. Okay, so he's training computers up to advanced so he can get into this fairly quickly. The security computer that points at Paul. Paul's in
Yeah,
the,
so MQDuck sees Paul in a surgery ward.
yeah, so the
vanilla
vanilla
spot.
location.
That camera saw one. It literally says Paul Denton on it, and that camera moves with him when he gets randomized. So it always shows where Paul actually is.
Yeah, and that's why that computer shows up as green like that, because it's a goal relevant computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checking the signage. This game's got great signage, so.
Oh, yeah.
Often
I see that.
often has good signage, I guess. Maybe not always, but fairly frequently.
Okay, so Bergamarth is moving towards surgery ward. Just gonna try it again. Oh, I didn't point it out, but MQDuck, he threw a TNT crate and it bounced at MIB. It was pretty funny. You should rewind it if you missed it.
MIBs are some tricky fellas. They can eat explosives like nothing else. I like
Bergamarth's ever seen. Yeah.
I like the little stack of TNT crates there by the lab, just in case.
Yeah, that's actually random. It's not always two TNT crates. It's rarely two TNT crates. Maybe one TNT crate. You see the dog named If passing by there. Keep an eye out for that dog.
Plot relevant, I guess. All right, so Bergamarth made it past the office there. He's headed down towards the surgery ward itself. Now
that's a different dog, by the way.
Bergamarth didn't know that Paul was in here. I think he just was checking this location for good reasons. There he is. It's If.
Dog named If. Rip. I like that he ran like all the way across this area though.
Yeah, just chasing him down.
You see dog named If on MQDuck's screen.
Who the hell into the head? That's the one. Okay, drop it. That's the one.
This is a lot of guys in this office, actually. There's normally only 2 in there. And,
somehow that's a lot.
Somehow there's 5 in here today.
MQDuck making good use of that flamethrower, though.
Like, yeah, it's putting in some work.
Let's finish him off.
She even used it to take out the dog named If. Very sad. Okay, Bergamarth is talking to Paul again. Dog named If comes up again. He's got cigarettes.
He's got him around his neck like one of those little, like, what are they?
The mountain dogs or whatever.
The mountain dogs, yeah, the ones with the little keg around their neck. This one's it's got the cigarettes in case of emergencies.
Watch it.
It's the rescue dog for the modern age.
Yeah. This is quite a difficult spot here. It's usually pretty difficult, but this is actually a bit of an unusual number of enemies here.
There goes
and
If
dog
once
named
again.
If makes another appearance, and he throws cigarettes out again.
Let's try to get an ID.
These troopers are not letting up on Duck.
Yeah, and the keypad to exit was like 100% strength, I think. So it was like 12 tools I saw on Bergamarth's side.
Yeah,
so they really want this code.
Yeah. Bergamarth's made it out to HQ, so he's kind of on the home stretch here.
Yeah.
Good odds of him completing this soon.
Alright, looks like MQDuck got rid of these guys. One more
Except
guy.
for the one.
Oh! Dog named If. Let's go. MVP for Majestic 12 right there.
Out of nowhere.
Okay, Bergamarth finds some water. Oh, you know, he didn't kill a scientist. I guess he's going for that row 4.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's not too bad. You can do that right here. A little harder on the on this version of the renderer where the mirrors don't render, but still works.
Yeah, well, I don't know what renderer he's using.
I think
guess he's using
9.
OpenGL 1. Oh, maybe
yeah.
DirectX 9.
I think DirectX 9 doesn't do the mirrors.
Yeah, something to note. Both of these players are playing on Linux, which is pretty funny. We got a Linux versus Linux match.
Yeah, so our next loop is Vandenberg Tunnels here, starting. So assessing this board. I guess he's doing Who Watches the Watchers for the top left corner. Then I'm assuming he's not going to do that top row because that requires going to the gas station. So that's a bit far away. So either the diagonal or the first column there, maybe? I guess, yeah, actually, that's not too bad. Entering the room.
Yeah, I think both seem reasonable.
Oh, and he even found the control room key right there at the start, so...
Yeah.
That's not,
Watching dogs can be a bit tough, though, because you probably need to go to gas station for that.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think you do. I don't think there are dogs here. I don't think there even can be dogs here.
Yeah, probably not. Guy just inside with a flamethrower.
Oh, center column. Center column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just knock out a trooper and then find him. Well,
he still has that baton.
He still has the baton. I think there's a beer in this building normally, but I'm not certain. So the alcohol might be a little tricky unless he has some stockpiled from a previous loop, which wouldn't really make sense. But
oh, he might.
Yeah.
I mean, he wasn't. We started in Paris, so it's pretty easy to get a couple of wines.
That's true.
Oh crap! I didn't see any.
Yeah, I don't think there was one.
Oh, use vision enhancement. What a pro!
That's big value out of that. Didn't have to waste the time.
Yeah.
You know, opening those in some way.
Right. You could like save scum them to use a lamb, but vision enhancement is faster, so use that.
Yeah. All right, Duck's made it to UNACO HQ. He's chugging this water, which is the fourth row or fifth column. So I guess he's going for killing an innocent, which would be Shannon, and using a urinal.
Yeah. Or Manderley. Manderley has a urinal.
Innocent?
Probably. Right? Because he starts off allied.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that worked.
Yeah, apparently so. Yep. All right.
GG, there we go.
And so he's finished his second loop.
So we're back on the same loop again. Tied up again.
Yep. Bergamarth. Oh, found a bottle of alcohol somewhere, I guess. I missed that in the excitement of the other screen. So he just needs to... What?
Someone shot an explosive, I think.
Wow, yeah.
And it, like, hit the wall.
Yeah, maybe a
broke
law
those
or
lockers.
something.
It must have been a law. Maybe a military bot rocket? I don't think those have a big enough blast radius.
No, they're pretty small, actually, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he just needs to knock out a trooper, and he's done with this loop. Now, he needs to do that without getting completely maimed here, but, I mean, there's lots of guys. I'm sure he can find one who isn't going to put up too much of a fight. Looks like there's one on the way. Oh, and you can do that with
trank darts.
Yeah, trank darts should make this easier.
Military bot does not make this easier.
Nope. But
he gets it.
There it is. All right.
Just barely before he died. Another 7th guess quote.
Duck's considering his options here. He was looking at the X51 one, and it looks like he's visually indicated the fourth row there.
He really wants to let us know, yeah. And Bergamarth at helipad, he's probably going to want to rush it over to the market.
Doors are shut.
Yeah, anything you can do to get out of here. Ooh, infinite door destroy ability, but it can be picked. So yeah, it looks like he's just going to train up to get through here.
He's going to use all 4 of his lockpicks? Okay.
Wow, that's bold. Yeah, especially he had the points to upgrade it once more.
Further.
But I didn't see if the skill value would have made that worth it or not.
I think so, because it was like 60 something. I think for advanced, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Rewind the video.
Yeah. Rewind the video and prove me wrong.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments.
So, I mean, having done that, he's now ready to get out of here as fast as he can. I haven't looked at what his goals might be if he guy with a gap gun.
Yeah, gap gun might be good to have. See if he takes it. He thought about it,
So
but he's keeping. I guess just the law and the lambs are good enough.
Yeah. He's made it.
I'm really
made it
trying
out
to
here
think what
without. Oh, actually, never mind. I was about to say without too much damage, but no,
That's quite a lot of
his
damage.
chest is absolutely hosed. Yeah. So yeah, I don't even know that he
Oh,
took too
left
much
column
time
doesn't
to-
look too bad.
Left column is pretty simple. I'm trying to think where there's a ceiling fan that you can turn up. I think there's one in the Old China Hand.
Old China Hand, right?
Which,
yeah.
Which means that
That's also where the pinball
not
is.
a big fan of pinball's there, and the drug deal's not far away, and then you just make your way over to probably to Nachi Road and use the phone on the desk
Yeah.
of the
The
Queen's
top
Tower.
row actually
But-
wouldn't be too bad if you can get into First Life. If you have multi-tools.
Well, yeah, if you had multi-tools, I guess, yeah.
You'd have to burn a lot though.
Yeah, considering he just burnt all his lockpicks, that'd probably be a bit of a
Yeah.
risky thing to do.
Find a merchant. Baton's not good enough. Just really trying to
Alright, there
choose
goes-
which weapon to take this guy down with.
Gotta get big value out of. Well, actually, looking at his belt there, his pistol has no ammo. Assault
Yeah.
rifle has 2 shots, so neither of those are gonna be doing much.
Yeah,
So-
sometimes that happens when you rush too much.
Wow.
You're not
yeah,
looting.
actually, he has a lot of weapons, but not a whole lot of
Yeah.
not a whole lot of ammo.
So MQDuck lockpicked his way into the computer room.
I must say nothing. They would kill me.
I guess is he trying to go to gas station? Is that why he's here?
I believe so, yeah, because he did indicate that 4th row, which has checked the cash register at the gas stations, and alcohol is obviously like free flowing there
Alcohol
as
is
well.
easy
so
there, yeah. And there's an
And,
alarm panel there too.
there's an alarm panel in the in.
Although
Tiffany's
there's an
room.
alarm panel here, it might actually be easier to reach. Not in this map, but in the command map.
Right.
He's gonna try the chair and the cart strategy, but I think he pushed the cart by accident a little bit, and that makes it hard.
Yeah, it did move a little bit.
Okay, he loads back.
Bergamarth going with the lamb on the cigarette machine there because just not willing to put in the time to baton it to death, I guess.
Yeah, it was quite a lot of hits there.
Oh, and he's actually changed paths here. Well, I
He's
guess
at least
maybe
thinking
not.
of multiple.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because killing a commando is not a trivial.
Yeah, unless you get lucky
Thing
and
to
one
get
spawns
to, I
in the
guess.
heli base. But
Yeah.
He didn't
Okay.
look for
He
that.
turned off the fan. This guy.
look at this guy in the way.
Yeah, I think he's still going for the left column there.
He might have
Just-
forgotten about the fans, and that's why he hesitated there. But
Right.
once you see the fan, it's like, okay, yeah, that is an easier line.
Yeah, Duck takes down the merchant.
Yeah. Okay,
There's
so
the
he
drug
does the drug
deal.
deal. He's got to find a phone now.
Yeah. So does he know?
Not
He
if I
does
score
appear to
4-2.
know.
He's going to Queen's Tower.
All right, and that will
You
be in
what
just a
is-
moment another completed loop.
There's Gordon Quick at the sign right there. Oh,
Welcome
grabs
to
the sabo
Queen's
before
Tower. All right.
clicking the phone. Good idea.
Yeah. All right, and Duck is done in the command center, so he's off to find Jock, I guess, to make his way to the gas station. Took a flamethrower hit. So
Yeah.
he's reloading. Bergamarth
lost his-
Claire.
He lost his baton, so he has no melee weapon, which is a bit annoying. Especially considering he has like no ammo.
Yeah, yeah, and he's gonna need to get in here probably. So, well,
Yeah,
maybe
you
not
probably want to go
necessarily, but
inside.
yeah. I think he's low enough on supplies that it's probably worth stocking up, even if he didn't need a goal in here.
He's gonna try to do this without wasting ammo to break the boards, I guess. I don't know how you
even
do
know
that
if that's
though.
possible.
Well, it has to be possible, right? Because the ultimate run is possible.
Gotta
Gotta watch a Pancakes video to see how you do this.
I think
He probably
Pancake
convinces
uses
Nicolette to break it.
Nicolette. Yeah.
Yeah. If you like bump her around the right way, she'll probably do it.
Yeah. All right, Duck's just got 2 goals there for free, blowing things up.
Yeah, with the
I
lamb.
don't think that's really going to change much about his plan here at this point. Ooh, that turret there's a little spooky.
Nice turret, yeah. Jump scare. Camera's right there too. It is shooting at him.
Yeah, so I guess he's up here to. I don't know if he can hear Jock or not. At the very least, he's up here probably trying to scout out where Jock is. I guess not. I assume he got some audio cue there that helped him figure out where Jock was.
Yeah, well, usually you'd still look for him because you can see all of his spots from up there.
Right.
Bergamarth finds the camo.
Right. Yeah. And he's got 2 out of the 3 keys, so he's just got to find probably the basement. I wasn't paying attention exactly to which ones he had.
If he's gonna get 3 anyways, he's probably gonna get the basement.
Yeah.
Is there 4? No, there's only 3, right?
No, it's the 2 bedrooms and then the basement key. So yeah,
it's just 3.
Find all of the keys.
Secret room in the upper part of the house would have been very difficult to
Something behind the fire. Oh, there we go. There we go. Declare basement key. Yes, that was the last one. So yeah, I'm not sure what line he's aiming for here. I haven't looked at his board actually yet. So
well, he gets a lot of wine.
He's got yeah, and he is stocking up.
If he backtracks, he can watch dogs. That's an easy line. The road 2.
That's probably that's got to be the easiest. Yeah, backtracking, watching a
he
dog.
uses the key for the front door. We never see people do that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, you never see people do it because why would you think that you can even use a key on the front door? I think it's the basement key is the one that unlocks the front door as well.
Yeah, it might be the basement key. It's either basement or it's best key, but I think it's the basement.
Yeah. So yeah, he's back in the streets now. So the question is, which dog is he going to go for? One of the Dobermans, or is he going to try and get into where Star is?
So MQDuck's back here again. He loaded an old save.
Found a Doberman. So which capitalist is he going to go for? I'd probably go for someone like Renault in the cafe here. Or actually, does the bartender selling stuff here?
Every bartender sells stuff, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, he's going for the bartender. Poor guy.
This sniper rifle must suck.
Tough
there
bartender.
He goes.
Bad skill. Alright, that's another loop down. MQDuck is having trouble with this elevator here. He's trying to throw the lamb as the elevator doors close, which generally works. But I think he needs to update his demolition skill because his lambs are pretty weak here.
I'm not totally sure what he's trying to do even, because I mean we saw him make it up to the rooftop before and then
he decided
turned
not
around.
to.
So yeah.
Another thing he could do is if he wants to get to the roof, he could jump out the back. He could go take the ladder thing and do the jump on the door and then on the lamp and then on the roof. Because I think he probably has level 4 speed at this point.
I think so. So Bergamarth's made it
he has synthetic heart too.
Oh yeah, so yeah, he'd definitely be able to, or quite likely be able to. So Battery Park Mission 2. His board, kill an NSF terrorist is a freebie. Trying to look at what actually makes sense here. The left column isn't too bad. He's got wine for Josh, but I don't think he would like it for some reason. Yeah,
I'm sure he would like it. You can't give it to him because JC is a upstanding member of society or something.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe JC for sure. Especially
a WaltonWare playing JC. Yeah.
So maybe he's doing the
left column
then, because
left column would work too.
Yeah, I mean, left column's not hard. The second column wouldn't be too bad if the ambrosia didn't turn up to or showed up somewhere reasonable.
Is the newspaper article here? I think it's on the next map. It's not here.
It's in the streets, or I don't remember if it's in the streets or the bar, but it's not usually too hard to find in my experience in either of those spots. So I wouldn't make that. I wouldn't consider that to be like a showstopper, especially since there's 2 newspapers on the ground right here. It's probably one of these.
Oh,
that's the Lunar Mining Complex.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, the Joe Green one might be in Warehouse. That one actually might suck. I'm not totally sure.
You could do column 4.
The diagonal kill an NSF down to the Lunar Mining Complex actually would have been pretty reasonable as well. There's a lot of
I don't think
options here, to be honest.
I don't think he's going to go back, though, because he'd either have to load an old save or he'd have to get out of the subway with the terrorist still there.
At this point, it'd be kind of
unless he wants to use the law. But I think column 4 looks pretty good, right? Phone call, pause, classic movies, destroy a cleaner bot, use fire extinguisher.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, that's definitely the easiest one. Yeah,
that's a
just
pretty
gotta
good
find
column.
Just gotta find Paul's computer password, but I think that's guaranteed.
That's always
guaranteed to be in his apartment. Right? So yeah,
you said I didn't have to.
Or you could hack it.
So he's well, although he has no, I guess he's got 7 buy cells, so he could hack it. So he's rescuing Sandra.
You mentioned.
So yeah, what's he going for here? Oh, I guess he was getting smugglers. Yeah, he's getting smugglers' password. So I guess here he's going to kill a terrorist, and then a rat, and ooh, that's some
slow PS40.
slow PS40 for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Duck's still having a hard time with these troopers here outside of the command center.
Yeah, this Venomous man being pretty tough right now. The slowest elevator in the game.
Oh,
this guy gets in with it. Oh wait, what? He was like on the lip of the elevator. That's like,
yeah, he got caught in the door. Everyone's worst nightmare with an elevator. That guy lived it.
Watch yourself. This one's
he's trying to use radar transparency, but there's a human too. It's a human and a robot. It's the most dangerous combo.
Our files show that
the perfect pairing.
Yeah. Okay, so he kills the dude, he hides. Okay, so what now? So he killed the trooper, and now he wants to use
there for free.
Is he gonna use radar transparency to try to get through?
So
see, the thing is, he didn't wait
do
long
something
enough.
with this.
He didn't wait long enough. You gotta wait for the combat
spot?
music to run out before you can sneak past.
Is he doing the diagonal, or like, because he's got destroy a military bot in the corner there? I'm just not totally sure what he's trying to accomplish here.
I think we have to wait and see what he ends up doing after he gets through here.
All right. Bergamarth makes it back to Vandenberg Tunnels on a new
jukes the military bot. Oh. MQDuck fumbled the door closing. So it shot him as he was leaving.
Got him through the door.
Yeah. You really got to close that door when you leave an enemy behind. Okay, so Bergamarth lit a guy on fire.
Yeah, with flare darts.
He got zapped by a fire bot. Should have turned on that EMP shield
crate through the level transition, which is
an
interesting choice. Interesting that its texture disappeared.
The texture doesn't carry over. Yeah, something with the defaults, I guess. Oh, it's not a travel variable.
Yeah.
We're debugging live right now. So the Bergamarth's trying to break these without a melee weapon, but the ceiling's a bit low. What you need to do is you need to hit jump, and while in the air, that's when you grab the crate, and then you swing your mouse upwards and throw it as high as you can.
Oh man, he's done this line in like 1 second here. He just needs to look at himself in the mirror. He didn't even break the WaltonWare crate, did he? I think in the end he just left it.
Yeah, maybe. That was a quick line, yeah. That was like all that first room.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that was all really close. So now he's on to, what is this, mission 3?
You know what? That's a good question. I guess we'll see if we see the MIBs.
Because I think the MIBs are coming in, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because mission 4 is the empty Okay, so Duck
it's funny how you
gets
can kind of
out
tell
here.
that stuff sometimes, but
Yeah.
yeah. So okay, yeah. So he's made it. Yeah, he's on his way to the gas station. I'm assuming to check the cash register and drink a bottle of alcohol. He did hack an alarm panel at some point in there. I kind of missed that, but.
Oh, is that what he was doing on the 3rd floor?
What's wrong?
Yeah, I think he hacked the alarm
Yeah.
panel next to the military bot. That's why he was trying to go up
Right.
that elevator.
Right. Oh, and he might have blown it up on the first pass through,
Oh.
which would be why
Yeah.
he was doing it again.
Isn't there another
It makes sense.
other
Makes
alarm
sense now.
panels though?
Yeah, there are.
There's like the
But-
alarm
but
panel in the main lobby, isn't there?
I don't know if there's one in the
Maybe.
main lobby, but I think there is one on the main floor there somewhere. I don't know if it's in that the big hall or over near the combat or hazard lab, whatever it's called.
Good to have you back.
So Bergamarth, the diagonal would be easy if it wasn't for that suspension crate.
Yeah, that's so far.
That son of a bitch.
4th column, no one's going to want to do because of extinguish yourself with running water.
Right.
5th column, got to get all the way through the mission. Ooh, these are kind of tricky ones. I mean, the 3rd row's not too bad, as long as he has he.
Where's Jacob's shadow?
I have no idea.
We lost a buddy of ours.
Yeah, it's hard to remember where all these books are.
Into battery power.
Now, if you're playing in the game, you can click on the bingo square, and it'll tell you where the books are. It gives you a bunch of help text.
I think Jacob's shadow is probably in the helibase, so it's pretty far as
Yeah,
well.
it might
like
be.
The 3rd row there. There's a flat. Okay, so he's putting a flag there.
I think he's
So
getting
he
goals
could-
just in case stuff happens.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a
But,
lot
like,
of
the
goals
third-
for one room.
3rd row, you can get the flask in the medical office here. He's just uses ballistic
He used
armor,
armor, so he
and
probably
then-
wants to do. Oh, yeah,
and then-
yeah, that's an easy one.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, this is just doable here. I don't know
Yeah,
why I was
yeah,
even
okay.
thinking it wasn't. Yeah.
So that's actually a quick one then. That line
Yeah,
saved him.
it's funny how you can just like overlook something like that or assume it's maybe a little bit harder than it really is, but
Yeah.
you just kind of start doing stuff and it comes together in the end.
Yeah, eventually it becomes more obvious when you start doing random goals.
Yeah. Looks like Duck's assessing
So
his weapons
Bergamarth
here.
has 8 loops completed. He's
Yeah,
flying.
he's really going for it. In theory, Duck should just need to kind of race into the gas station and drink the alcohol and hit the cash register.
That assault
The actual
shotgun doesn't
sneaky
seem very good.
No, it doesn't. The sneaky thing is you can actually use the cash register through the little window in front of it there because it's actually a non-solid piece of glass. So you can even jump through that window if you want. But so that's like theoretically pretty easy. You don't even need to deal with the guy who might have been swapped in there. Oh, and
Okay.
yeah, Bergamarth's onto another loop here in
Another
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong.
So it looks like he's, or at least hit one of the stores along the way.
He might do that top row, yeah. Where's there's emergency exit at Old China Hand, isn't there?
Old China Hand's got one. There's 3 outside of Jock's apartment because they really wanted to make sure you knew where the exit was.
Everybody in Wanchai Market.
Yeah, that is a fairly easy row, assuming you can hack a computer. The left column's pretty simple as well. Just gotta find the skeleton part,
And a flask.
which is and a flask. Yeah, that is. Well, there's flasks in Maggie's apartment actually. She's
There
got
are?
them in the bathroom
Oh, yeah.
for some reason.
In the bathroom.
Yeah.
Where I keep my flasks, yeah.
But yeah, looks like based on his cursor actions there that he's going for the
Yeah.
top row.
Column 4 isn't
And
bad
running-
either.
Running around with the binoculars. All right, Duck's finished his Vandenberg loop, so
Nice.
he's on to his next one.
Who it belongs to. I think I'm clear now.
Yeah, Bergamarth's got a few good options here.
Yeah, there's actually 2 emergency. There's one there, and then there's one right over his head as well.
He used the
using
fire
his
extinguisher, so he's
early.
planning to hack a computer.
Yeah. I wonder what computer he's going for. I'd say probably the one in the Queen's Tower is the easiest one to get to.
He did seem to change his mind on which one he was going to.
Not advisable
Yeah.
for tourists.
Is Duck gonna lockpick this door? Oh, is he gonna do the double upgrade? Yeah,
Okay,
see,
yeah,
advanced
so
is
yeah,
66.
level 3 was 66, yeah, so he's going all up there, so he's saving 2 lockpicks, so I'm surprised Bergamarth didn't do that, but
To be fair, he hasn't needed
Maybe
his
he had-
lockpicks, I don't think.
that's true, yeah. He's trying to find his way around to the computer here.
Yeah.
There it is.
I always go to the wrong side too. You get the mirrored map versus non-mirrored map, and yeah.
All right, so he's finished another loop. He's on to loop
Silo.
10, actually. Yeah, silos are kind of rough one.
Especially at loop 10, because the difficulty keeps increasing, so this is a pretty tough one now.
Now, he could backtrack. It's possible to backtrack to
Yeah, that's
Ocean
true.
Lab and even gas station and all the way back to
Command.
Vandenberg, but that top row looks actually quite good.
Yeah, you'd have to double backtrack, right?
Sort of. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
triple?
I mean, gas station. Yeah, I guess flask would be the tricky one. Well, there should be flasks in the sub base, I think, in one of those labs on shore.
Yeah.
There's birds.
I don't know,
there's
where's there a
birds
mirror? Oh, there's a mirror in the bathroom here at Silo, but that's not easy to get through.
There's one here. There's one in the bathroom at the gas station.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's probably the easiest one. That being said, he's done some other things. Drink a bottle of alcohol, destroy a spider bot. Okay, so he's not doing the second column. No one's going to do that. Third column's going to suck because finding the ambrosia would mean delving into Ocean Lab. About halfway
Down to the
through,
UC.
probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, almost to UC at the very end of.
Yeah, because
The
it
Ocean Lab.
usually stays in its vanilla location in the box in one of
The little cardboard box.
crew pods. Yeah. So
I don't know if
think it's either
Bergamarth knows about that box though, because that's pretty obscure knowledge.
Yeah, I don't remember if that got added to the hint for that one or not, but
Oh, maybe not.
yeah. So what's he contemplating? I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's actually decided on a line at this point, or if he just kind of knew that backtracking was easier. Kind of looks like he's headed for the lab, or like the actual sub bay here. Yeah, so he's swimming over. Did he have explosives to blow this open or something? I didn't notice.
I didn't see actually.
'Cause I don't think he has lockpicks. based on what we've already
probably not
seen.
Your kill switch is 12 hours old. If you die, our plans will fail. Locate Tracer Tone.
So let's
Alright,
see
so
if this is
ducks work.
explodable or pickable.
Okay, yeah, so he's got one lamb.
I have made other arrangements.
Duck's making his way around the market. Let's see what he decides to do here. So previously Bergamarth had done the left column, which I think is probably the easiest one there. Let's see if he picks the same one or decides to go with something else. He's headed to Canal, so... Oh, and I guess on the left there, Bergamarth, the door must not have been destroyable because he's swimming back to the ladder here.
Yeah, it needed 2 lockpicks and he has none, so that is not enough.
If only he'd upgraded that one more time, he would have saved
He
2
would have
lockpicks.
Yeah,
for
he
right,
actually
for right
he
now. The consequences of his actions.
Yeah. He's got flare darts loaded here. I think he wants to light this guy on fire.
Is that a goal that he's got?
Watch yourself. This one's some.
No,
Just for fun, I guess. Actually,
just for fun. Yeah,
he also might not have other ammo types. I'm not sure.
he doesn't
what
have
his
a lot
ammo
of. He's got
situation
3
looks like.
pistol bullets, 8 assault rifle bullets. Yeah, he doesn't have much.
Okay, so he hacked the alarm panel, so he would just need to check the flooded zone and use a rebreather. So I guess I guess there are rebreathers in Ocean Lab. So
there's a fixed one in the storage room because sometimes the flooded zone can be required.
Oof, that flamethrower hurt pretty bad. Oh, and he lost some progress from that. But yeah, I guess that rebreather should be fairly.
He should get the melee weapon that drops off this trooper.
Yeah, and yeah, he had no other ammo for his crossbow.
Take the knife.
Not advisable for tourists.
He didn't take the knife.
He didn't get the knife.
That can actually be an issue because every time you complete a loop, it takes away one of your weapons. So if you don't keep getting weapons, you just keep losing weapons. And the knife, the knife is like padding for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, eventually you can run. It stops at one, I think.
Yeah, I think it leaves you with a weapon.
Yeah, but still, I mean that's pretty painful.
Yeah. And you don't necessarily have ammo for that weapon.
Yeah, that too. Ammo's an issue too, which is another great reason to pick up one of these knives.
Hello? Oh my god.
Oh, he's out of ammo. I love that click.
Especially when you run up to someone right into their face and just click, click, click.
They would kill me.
Yeah.
All right, Duck's getting his thermoptic camo as per his legal requirement.
He got the maps.
He actually got the maps of the VersaLife.
Which was a bingo goal, but he did not get the camo.
Wow, that's actually surprising. But he is, looks like he's doing this left column, and he knows about the pinball machine, so
yeah,
he's gonna do it. He didn't buy the camo. Wow. I don't know if he didn't have the money for it or if he just was trying to keep moving.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
All right, Bergamarth's dashing through the sub base here to get to the actual sub.
Yeah. This route seems scary when you can't get in through the sub bay doors, but it's really not too bad.
Yeah,
it's not too much slower.
I think it's another one of those things as well where like there's a bunch of enemies in the way, but a lot of the time in this game you can kind of just run past guys. I mean, he's actually wearing thermoptic camo this time, but
yeah, that helps.
That helps a lot. But there's a lot of times when you can just run past an enemy and just kind of get past them before their reactions kick in.
Yeah, especially if you go like side to side, like if you juke them a bit.
Yeah, kind of zigzag. Yeah. Yeah, like that's a technique we see a lot in the regular full game speedruns. Just rather than waste your time fighting a guy, just walk right past them. Just look like a badass and just walk away. Turn the other cheek. The ultimate Deus Ex technique.
Yeah, I mean another thing you can do is like distract them with a noise by like throwing an item or shooting a dart or something. Or he's got throwing knives; those work really well too.
Sub-bay doors are closed. You need to open them.
All right. He didn't have a goal for that, so he just did that to hear the line for fun, I guess.
For the meme.
Yeah.
Gotta do it for the memes. I think I heard of. Do we have zombies? Yeah, we have zombies.
Okay, yeah, there's a zombie here. So this'll be fun. Which is interesting because I guess we didn't see. Did we see anyone get killed before this? I guess there was that one guy who burnt to death, but he left before that would have been an issue.
Oh yeah,
I guess.
yeah. No, we didn't watch any other zombies. I don't think. We didn't stick around for them.
Yeah, which is funny because we're, like 7 minutes into this loop and
yeah,
we didn't know that until now. Oh, this Greasel getting like an amazing shot around that corner.
I know, that shot was insane. He's gonna try it again.
So Duck's made it to the Chateau loop. This one, I'm trying to remember what did.
He went to backtrack with the dog, right?
It
was second row, I think. So it'll be interesting to see if
MQDuck does using the tech goggles, but I guess it happened. All right, Bergamarth found his rebreather here in the storage room, so he just needs to get to the.
He's gonna heal, I think, just so he can run a bit more. But one health. That's
amazing. So yeah, if he goes out this way, then out at the front sub bay doors, I guess. He's got the rebreather, so I mean.
He might need to hack that
definitely
computer.
Make it. Yeah, and I think he was at Master. I think he might have upgraded it there at the same time as his medicine skill.
Maybe. Yeah, so he doesn't have a passive still. He can hack.
But he's got enough energy for it, even though he doesn't have a whole lot.
This camo is still going. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's lasting a long time. He must have Master Environmental as well.
Yeah, for sure. And that rebreather is barely ticked down at all.
Oh, I mean, rebreathers last for like 10 years, just normally. And then, yeah, if you've got it upgraded, it's gonna go for a while. I wish they'd done something to make that opening a little more.
It's a bit tight, yeah.
I guess it's a bit tight, yeah. All right, and he made it to the flooded zone, and
that's double digit.
That's
double
another
digit
loop
loops.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10. We've got a mission 8.
Yeah, mission
hotel
8.
Start. So Duck's gone forwards to Cathedral. So I wonder what he's
this is a very different approach
to do here. Yeah, we're seeing like an entirely different path taken here, possibly and quite likely viable, but just an entirely different.
Yeah, I don't think he did anything in Chateau.
No.
Certainly not any bingo goals. We can see that.
That's the one.
Okay, he's going to the metro station.
The metro and maybe Everett.
So let's see. Can you go straight to Everett from?
Oh no, you can't.
This point,
can't.
I don't. He would need to have finished Cathedral first. So, could be doing water. Is there a water goal on this? Hacking a computer.
Yeah, he's gonna hack the
Upgrading
ATM.
Computer skill. Is that for something? Oh, there's a hack computer goal. Okay.
Yeah,
so
there is. I guess the diagonal. Yeah.
And he's upgrading. Well, he's upgrading demolitions as well as in there.
Yeah, demolitions are always good.
I'm just wondering if he's gonna blow someone up at the same time, or like not at the same time, but then if he was doing that, you would think he would have gone in to get Nicolette's secret stash while he was at Chateau. So yeah, I'm not, but yeah, it might be the diagonal.
It's got to be the
going
diagonal,
in here.
right?
So
Nothing
yeah,
else is any good.
Yeah, I guess so, because he just needs to get the tourist photo, which actually I guess he got when he walked in here, or on his way in. Yeah.
So we got Candy. Capitalist is right here.
Capitalist is mechanic right there.
Oh, that's the.
Okay, that's the map.
That's a map, not
picture.
a tourist photo.
Yeah, the tourist picture I think you get as you're walking towards the cathedral. You have to go a little bit further.
Yeah, he's. Looks like he's a bit thrown off by that.
Bamboozled himself a little bit here. Yeah.
Ah, kill the capitalist.
All right. So Bergamarth has. I guess he went into a hotel. I must have missed that, but he did change his clothes, and he's doing the fan.
That column looks good.
That column definitely looks good. Yeah, he just needs to pop back into the hotel to get the cleaner bot and.
What do you want? I guess he didn't think about it at the time.
And do the other thing. Yeah. And he probably just popped in through the apartment window. If I had to guess.
Is there a reason why I killed Jordan Shea? Or did you just do it for fun? I mean, there were some items.
She deserved it, I guess. Yeah. I don't think he even picked anything up off of her, but.
Well, he got some stuff.
Oh, he got some shotgun shells and.
Okay, yeah,
pistol.
that makes sense.
Picking up the thermoptic from the capitalist there, but not killing him.
Should have killed him. Maybe MQDuck, likes him too much for selling camo. So yeah, can't kill the guy who gave you
He's
camo.
one of the good ones.
Yeah. We're gonna see basketball live here.
Yeah, it's always interesting seeing people's techniques with it. There he goes. Sign him up for the Knicks. So he just needs to destroy that cleaner bot. So probably just running in the front door of the hotel is going to be the fastest path there.
MQDuck used a camo here, and he did get the photograph. I think he's just doing that for scouting. He's going to try it without camo now. Because he loaded back. Wait, where's he going?
He's going back.
Oh,
to
he's
get
got to
his
redo the kill
capitals
the
at this point,
capitals.
I think.
Yeah, okay, so that was a bad save.
Because he's realizing that at this point it's easier to do that first,
he never did.
and then
Yeah, he never killed this guy.
And just
he was afraid of these
catching
police
the
turning on him.
of everyone.
We did see earlier
could
in
be.
this run, these police got really upset at him and killed him. So maybe he's thinking back to that. Yeah, see, they're fine here.
Yeah.
Because it was the other room.
Yeah, and here is Bergamarth with the lamb
Bergamarth
on the
lamb and a cleaner bot. GG.
All right, and he's done yet another loop.
Yeah.
He's completed 11 now at this point.
Where'd he go?
We've got what is that? 8 minutes left at this point. So yeah, we're closing in on the end.
Okay, MQDuck gets
All right, there
the
goes
picture,
Duck.
ends his loop. He actually did a
one.
quick save to skip the info link to fast forward it.
Yeah. So this is what? This is mission 3 that Bergamarth's starting here.
Yeah.
I think the suits are putting the squeeze on man.
Meanwhile, Duck's on mission 2. He's looking at Battery Park. So the first row isn't too bad. You just have to get to mole people.
First row? Does he have soy food? Oh, wait, maybe he has candy?
Oh, sorry, I was talking about Bergamarth's first row.
Oh.
Yeah.
Manderley said it's busy, but to wait outside his office.
For Duck, yeah, what did we see last time? We saw the
I'd like to know
I
what
don't
the feds are doing
remember
down in
anymore.
the cell block.
I was here, Mr.
Oh, it was the second row that No, it wasn't.
Yeah, no, it was the first column.
It was the first column. First column. Yeah.
That's what Bergamarth did.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Bergamarth can finish that second column right here. He just needs to find an emergency exit, break a lamp, and,
Which is at
and
Unacto.
break Jaime's flask.
Yeah, it's all here.
They've moved into the shanty town.
All right,
Oh,
but
he's not doing it though. What's he
so,
doing? He might be doing that middle row. Just going to
Maybe,
Battery
yeah,
Park to look at the Bronze Eagle statue.
Yeah, that
Smoking
wouldn't
Kills is
be
a little
too
far
bad.
though.
Because
Because you got to go to Brooklyn Bridge Station.
Yeah, I think there's one in there. Yeah, and these guys are all immortals. I'm actually not sure where you get a trooper.
There's a couple
I
at
think
Battery Park.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, and they're probably not invincible.
Who's there?
All right, so Duck's killed an NSF terrorist, so I think he's probably also going for that first column. His cursor is indeed confirming that for us. Thank you for listening in on our commentary and confirming. That was kind of eerie.
Bergamarth doesn't have trank darts.
Oh, and I guess he doesn't have that baton anymore. Well, yeah, he doesn't have the baton anymore, so
Oh man,
knockout is gonna be tricky.
That's
with
rough.
that in
Yeah.
mind. Yeah, he's rethinking his options.
maybe he could like save scum to like kill each guy and check if any of them have a baton. That would take time.
Yeah, it would be kind of rough, but it would be an option. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Like at this point, he should load back to the autosave and just do that second column. But you're not going to see that when you're playing.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you just overlook it and you don't think about going back. I think.
Yeah, you'd have to like reread the entire board and starting over is always something you avoid.
Yeah.
He's trying to think what line to do otherwise, but that's tough.
Yeah, I think he's realizing he's close to the end. We've got under 5 minutes left, and he's kind of panicking at this point. Duck finished his loop here.
Yeah, he finished that line.
And yeah, so same one as Bergamarth did. Back to Vandenberg tunnels, probably hating life because Vandenberg
again
a real hard time the first time around.
Hopefully it's not as hard this time.
Yeah. Now, Bergamarth did manage to do his loop all within this command building.
Yeah, that was a good spot. Was it column 5? The last column? Yeah.
Column 5.
The last column was the one that Bergamarth did.
Yeah.
Because it was all in that one little comms building.
Yeah, and I guess he had
Of course,
flare
he had
darts or
flare
something.
darts. I don't know if MQDuck
Right.
has flare darts or crossbow.
I don't even know if yeah.
He
does
does
have a crossbow, and he does have flare darts. Okay, so he's looks like he's contemplating that, although he's looking actually at a different one.
There's a DSS file a mile long on this place.
That's a bold one though, because to burn a bag of trash, I think you've got to go to gas station.
If he doesn't have a hazmat suit, he might not realize that that's a really easy line.
Right? Yeah, it could be.
Because
One
I think
of those
there's a
things he
hazmat
realizes
suit
he-
in the comms building. He's gonna check. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, hazmat suit.
Bergamarth.
Okay, he's looking at the board, so he should realize the hazmat is on one of the lines. It looked like he was looking more at that top
Looking
row,
at the top line, there.
which is not bad.
I don't think there's a flask in here, which would kind of
There might be one in the hazard
throw it
lab,
off,
right?
but there's one around the hazard lab, I think. So
In the water area, like on the
Yeah.
water. But yeah, it's
so
too bad he
that's
doesn't see that
still
other
possible.
line.
He's not going to use the mirror there. Or maybe? Oh, well, I guess he's not looking at that column, so... Is he going to figure it out?
He's looking again.
What's he looking at now? Okay, Bergamarth was just doing some...
Yeah,
cursor
Bergamarth's still
flicks.
trying to figure out what line he can do in the remaining less than 3 minutes now.
Yeah, okay. Duck has found this mirror.
He's got
Got his
binoculars.
binoculars. Okay, he's
He's not got the angle right. And I think you
he's
gotta hold
side
still
to side a
for
little bit.
1 full second, I think?
No, that one's just
That one's instant? Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't get
You
the
just
angle
gotta
right and he
look
gave up
side
on
to
it.
side a little bit. Yeah. Sometimes those mirrors are finicky. Some of the logic on that is pretty wacky, and that's just engine stuff, I think. So, not a whole lot we can really do about that.
Yeah, he could have wiggled a bit more because that's what Bergamarth did. He did that line, and it's doable.
Yeah, he didn't really have any issues with it. So, okay, looks like he's gonna. No, not gonna try it again. Okay.
I guess
Bergamarth's getting a lamb.
It's always good to have.
So I guess he might be just progressing ahead to mole people.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's trying to do that.
Shutting off the electricity is hard too, though. That's far.
Yeah.
And we got 1.5 minutes left, so I don't know about that. MQDuck watches the Watchers. He is going for that top row.
Oh, he found the cigarette machine.
He's gonna do smoke and kills.
But, of course, he isn't gonna be able to knock out a
he still doesn't.
trooper, but
yeah, I think he could have spent time looking for a baton. You gotta, save, kill some guys, load again, and you can find a baton. He's going back. Does he actually have tranquilizer darts or anything?
Yeah, he might have found some, maybe.
Less than a minute remaining.
I'm not sure. You just gotta wait on this one. Interesting that keypad kind of ended up out of position there.
This feels extra slow when you have less than a minute remaining on your run.
Yeah.
The mechanics of that elevator are just wild. It moves in every axis. It rotates. Like what?
Yeah, they really put the engine through its paces.
I was thinking more of the mole people engineering. Like that's crazy.
Oh, that too. Yeah. Yeah. Just as a. All right, Duck's going back to his favorite elevator
We got 15 seconds.
Finish his time here.
Yeah. See, Bergamarth doesn't have anything to knock these guys out.
Yeah, I think he's just having a fun time.
Well, we got
here
5
now.
seconds left, so.
Is he gonna jump into the water? No, he's just going into the corner.
Okay, and that's time's up. That's the 1 hour.
That is time. Yeah, Duck had a rough time at the start, but he actually got back on pace, I think, again.
Yeah, he had some
after he
fast
finished
loops.
Yeah. So he just had a rough Vandenberg. I think even this Vandenberg was gonna give him a hard time as well, but yeah, it was a good race.
Oh yeah.
So Bergamarth completed 11 loops. Duck finished 6.
And
looks like Bergamarth's gonna move on.
He's going to move on to the final match. If you want to find out who his opponent is, you got to watch that other video. We won't spoil it here. But he will face the winner from that match that we had, what was that, like a week ago? Just about.
But yeah, so just keep your eyes posted, and the finals will be out soon.
Maybe a week or so after this video.